Okay, so the week before going on the trip to Holland, you know, everything's a blur, you're rushing. I think we had our final gig in Durban to our favourite audience in the country a couple of weeks or a week before we left, and then it was just all systems go to try and make it onto our flight.
This was going to be our longest trip to Europe so far. 5 weeks on the road, away from home, living a completely different lifestyle.
There's so much to prepare for, you know, there's rehearsing, there's all the logistics that we have to get in place, there's all the equipment that needs to be checked and sort of made road ready.
Making sure the live show is top notch because we're going to be performing it for an international audience, and making sure our visas were in order and that we had money and accommodation and logistics of touring were all in order were definitely things that were part of the rush.
It's amazing. I mean, you're sitting on the flight and you're thinking to yourself, you know, a couple of years ago there I was writing a song and wondering if anyone's actually going to like the song I wrote, and suddenly you're on a plane and you're going overseas and you're going to go play some gigs and some festivals to an audience that you have no idea whether they're going to react to the songs that you've written, and it's all, you know, the in-between is just a complete blur.
We've grown to know our promoter very well, Eric, and every time we go to the airport in Holland he's there to greet us with his friendly smile and his golf cap and his old beat up white van.
Going over there was incredible because I think for us, the Dutch market, the audience, and everybody who we try to get a meeting with, from, you know, record label execs to booking agents, everybody was agreeable to meet with us and everybody was willing to hear, you know, what we had to offer. And at the end of the day, it seemed everybody was excited about what we're doing, and I think that in itself was really just an amazing thing.
We've based ourselves in Leiden, this second trip to the Netherlands, and it's just, you know, it's an emotional decision rather than anything else because we love it there.
Leiden is the best city. It's a home away from home. First of all, I have my bicycle and I love my bicycle. Don't ever try and take my bicycle away from me. In fact, it did get taken away from me. It got impounded. But yeah, other than that, it was right by my side the whole time. Well, we all actually had fun on our bikes. The great thing about living in Holland, you know, it's very flat, so you can cycle pretty much everywhere.
I'm just a hop on, hop off kind of lover. It don't take too much from you to get me under the covers. I wanna hop on and hop off for you. I wanna hop on and hop off for you. Just a hop on and hop off for you. I wanna hop on and hop off for you. So I wanna hop on and hop off for you.
Well, Holland's quite a small place. There's 17 million people in a country the size of the Western Cape. All the major cities are, you know, a maximum of 2 hours drive from each other. And because of that, we've managed to travel the country quite a lot and play to different places. From the clubs of Amsterdam to the festivals in the south in Tilburg to the nightlife in Eindhoven. And I mean, firstly, I do think that people in Holland are embracing what Good Luck are doing more naturally than some other crowds we've played to. And out of anywhere in Holland, I'm not sure who I can say likes us the most, but I think we've definitely got a home-grounded advantage in Leiden because of the gigs we've played there at the clubs and at the Summer Jazz Festival.
Summer Jazz Festival is a festival run by an awesome guy, actually a student at the University of Leiden studying astrophysics, Jeroen Sprangers, and he's become a good friend of ours. He's grown a festival really in the over 2-year time frame to absolutely just a kind of concept into a big festival. We were really blown away. We performed at it last year. It was our first gig that we ever played in the Netherlands, and we walked onto stage to about a couple of thousand people, you know, really not knowing what to expect. And by the end of the gig, we just had you know, 2,000 people literally singing our song back to us. And then into the night, as we finished the gig, you know, they were walking off into the forest singing, la, da, la, da, 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 and I was just like, what? And that for me was just the most incredible moment.
My name is Marko Milicevic. My alias is Gramofonzi.
Gramofonzi, what an amazing guy. I'm still kind of like floored with the grace and hospitality that this guy showed us. I mean, you must understand, we've loved and played his music for years, and on this trip, Jules phoned him up out of the blue. She never chatted to him before, never met him, and said, hey, listen, you know, we're these artists from South Africa, we'd love to meet you, you know, can we come have a coffee? Where are you? Like, I'm in Serbia. Like, okay, we can't get visas to Serbia. Where else are you going to be? And it turned out that he was going to be doing this trip to Slovenia to go check out a show with Calvin Harris and Tiesto that his management just happened to be putting on. So Jules and I hopped on a plane to Ljubljana, which is the capital of Slovenia. 200,000 people there. Small place.
When we went to Holland this time, we made the goal of meeting as many people as we can so that we can develop our own business infrastructure in Holland. And that means making business connections and working with people hands-on, not from the other side of the world via email. And so it was really cool to meet up with people like AT. The guys there were really cool. Mano and Erwin at AT Productions were very friendly and did a great job of orientating us around this building that they worked in with floors for different departments of their record label. And yeah, it was cool getting to know them and getting to know the music industry there, and also exploring the possibilities of what Good Luck could do with them.
Yeah, so we met Erwin and Mano, who are sort of the top guys at AT. And they are really excited about our music, which is fantastic. So much so that they've opened a new branch of their business called Extended Music, and they're going to be signing us to that, which is sort of going to head up the dance division of their bookings. So it looks like our next part of our musical career in the Netherlands is going to be dealt with through them, which is very exciting.
Festival Mondial, the big one. Nerves were very high. There was a lot of pressure on this festival. You know, besides the fact that we were performing at the festival and it has between 20 and 30,000 people attending, the fact remained that we were headlining the Fontaine stage on the Saturday night. So we were competing with the likes of Pitbull, and we were up there playing when everyone was watching, you know. So for us to go on the stage and perform to the best of our ability wasn't even good enough. It had to be world class.
The amazing thing about the Dutch audience is it seems the more you give, the more you get back. The energy that we had last night was unbelievable. They responded so amazingly, and it was just really, really cool to have that kind of atmosphere thrown back at us. And to be back here again today, to meet Caro Emerald and just check out the vibe in a much more relaxed way, it's been magical. You know, I think it's our first proper sunny day as well, so you know, it all came together.
Hey, it feels like a new generation is rising from the ground. I feel this new beat from through my tired feet. I'm gonna take it down.
Hey, we're gonna go meet Cara Emerald. She's just about to come off stage and she's had an amazing gig, so let's go see if she's happy about it. So everybody, the wonderful, fabulous Cara Emerald, all the way in the Netherlands, and just want to start by asking you, are you aware how well your music is doing in South Africa?
Not really though.
Not really?
Not really. I know it's released.
Yes.
And they told me something that it is doing well, but I don't know what well means. I don't know, I just really always have loved beats, and I like R&B and stuff like that. You know,
okay.
too. I've listened to that a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm jazz trained, so I guess I just always was looking for something, some kind of music that would mix the coolness of the two.
Yeah.
Because I'm always looking for that beat and that bass, the bass drum, you know?
Yeah.
And authentic jazz doesn't really have that. Yeah, I need more of that, you know? I need like...
that vibration that just makes you feel like,
Yeah,
yes,
I really love that.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess, and I guess other people love that too.
In our second week in Leiden, we called up these guys called Krakensmark. They're Dutch producers and a live electronic act, been going for about 15 years. And I've sort of followed their music vaguely in the last 5 years that I've sort of really spread out into my electronic knowledge. And we just called them up and were like, hey, can we come and meet you? And being Dutch, they were very friendly and said yes. So we went around to their studios, we cycled over because it happened to be just a couple of blocks away from us. And it's an amazing setup because they've got it sort of on top of their record store. And when I say record store, I mean literally records. Yeah, so we were super lucky to meet them, and we've been fortunate to feature one of their tracks on our album. So the Lucky Packet mixtape is now complete.